How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today, and we are playing something a little different. Back to our roots here, playing some Abzan Ketromose. So this is people have been asking me a lot about Abzan Ketromose and how to build it. Luckily enough, someone named Joetru got ninth in the challenge a couple days ago with this exact list, and I'm just running that 75 back. I was trying to build a list that's very, very similar to this because I was really trying to figure out a reason to splash for green. And I really think like the Agatha Soul Cauldron Grist combo is pretty good. I just couldn't figure out the numbers. Like my list that I was kind of playing with and didn't really like, to be honest, didn't have Halfling, had Thoughtseize in the main, didn't have Dothy Voidwalker, and my numbers were a little off. Like I was playing playsets of everything. While this deck, as you can see, there's a lot of three ofs. There's like three Cauldron, three Grist, three Ketromose, three Emperor, three Voidwalker. Like there's a lot of threes. Um, so it'd be interesting to see how this deck fares. I'm really interested in seeing how the overall deck performs because this was like a puzzle that, to be honest, I couldn't really crack, and why if for those who are subscribed to my channel or just pay attention, like I haven't been streaming a Ketramose list because I couldn't crack that puzzle. So that's where I'm glad Joetru did well in the challenge. So shout out to them. But I'm gonna pilot it and see how it goes because uh, I at least want to have some sort of foundation, and I kind of want to kind of take it from there. Like I would really like to main deck Thoughtseize. I think this deck has a pretty cool take. Like I think the Voidwalkers is a really good idea that they added in the main. And then the Malevolent Rumbles are something that my Discord has just been a huge fan of. Like my Discord just loves Malevolent Rumble, so I'm sure they'll be happy to see that. So we'll see how the list goes. I'm really excited to play Ketramose because I haven't yet so far since its release. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. I'll keep Shifting Woodlands. Okay. So this is Breach or potentially Titan. I was gonna tutor for this. Let's play this. Okay. We have the Grist in the graveyard. That is excellent. The problem is, like, if they're a combo deck, this kind of synergy doesn't really mean much. So I've been seeing the YouTube vids more and can't chat directly. You mic over modulates or something quite often with your deeper tones. What does that mean? Like, does it cut out? Is that what you're trying to say? I think I should. So my, it's funny because my friend bought me a what's it called? Not a Yeti. That's the water thing. Um, they actually bought me a nice mic for my birthday and a webcam. So I'm using the webcam. But I found that mic was to be too sensitive. So I'm using the mic that my wife bought me actually. So I'll try this Cauldron here. Maybe I should rumbling, but I kind of like just getting my quote unquote proactive plan going. So this looks like a breach deck ish, right? Rumble. Okay. Web Strike Elite. Huh. Bring back Monument. Okay. So I will exile the Elite, I guess. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of feedback saying like the audio is low. I don't know if that is still true because I like maxed everything on the audio side is maxed out. Maybe I just need to like be closer to the mic, and maybe that'll help what you're experiencing, Ferret. I don't know what I'm up against. I'm assuming they're like this Monument deck, which I don't really have a way to interact with, unfortunately. Maybe like a Monument. It looks like some sort of like Hollow One deck, probably. I could just go Voidwalker. This doesn't play around a removal spell, but it would be my quote-unquote way to be proactive. They did shock in the Stomping Ground, but I'm gonna go for it. That's fine. It's fine. I'll go for a Relic though. Seismic Assault. Interesting. I don't know how much. I guess I have Purge for Seismic Assault, or like the actual Assault card. This as well. As well as Terra Sunder. Okay, this also has a little bit of hate. Pretty good, pretty good. 4 mana. So this is not a Monument. Upstrike Elite. They're destroying my Cauldron. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I might just go like double Rumble here. Depending on what I draw. Okay. They discarded a Seismic Assault, so that means they have a Seismic Assault in hand, probably. Thothy, Voidwalker. Minds of Priority just can't see a reason for Monument and Renin 6. I mean, it seems like they have some discard outlets. Yeah, you can DM them. Their username is Kirkwin. If I Rumble here, I can't exactly play Voidwalker. Playing Grist is a little anemic, so I think I'm gonna try just to Rumble. Get a land. Not bad. So all the lands that we just mill away. Here, I think I will just play the Voidwalker. Lightning Bolt is on. Does have a void counter on it. This seems tough from our perspective. It's a monument. Interesting. So they're cycling this. I think it's worth it for me to exile the graveyard. Next turn I'll just rumble and then maybe cast Grist. Yeah, I mean this deals 5 damage. They're gonna lightning bolt my Voidwalker. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna rumble. Guess I'll get the relic. They really were trying hard to get rid of it, so guess I'll rumble again, and then I can just relic here. Play Voidwalker. Oh, I got a Voidwalker. Next I can go Voidwalker plus Grist. Problem is we're not drawing Ketramose, so I've been trying to find a Ketramose. That is the goal. Yeah, the setup is great against a deck like mine where I'm not applying much pressure at all. For sure. Like it's turn 6 and I'm like I haven't attacked a single time. So like in a matchup like this, like where they have the time to just set up a monument plus seismic assault, it does seem very good. And that's kind of what I've experienced playing like kind of goldfishing like my version of like these Abzan Ketramose lists is like I'm trying to find a reason to splash for green, and then stuff like Grist and like Rumble are cards that like just don't do much. And that's what's unfortunate. The Fulminator Mage isn't really gonna do anything. That's the one thing I also noticed is there seems to be 2 Fulminators. I guess that's for Eldrazi. I think I'd rather just have like at most 1 main and then just stick them in the sideboard, which there are. There's 4 total in the 75. I wanted to draw that. I wanted to draw that, but sure. Okay. Guess I'll exile now, so they can't like run and 6 it back. They have 7 cards in hand, which is crazy. Two monuments. Crazy. Oh, man. I don't disagree with you, Ferret. I do not disagree with you. Okay, that is a total of 8 damage potentially. Discard commercial district. Okay. They're making a treasure. They're making 2 treasures. Okay. Interesting. It's funny because like people were Discord like, oh yeah, the solitude part of the Ketramose deck is the weakest part. I'm like, I don't think that's true. What are they targeting? They're not targeting my relic. They're just cycling. Got it. Yeah, I really needed to draw a Ketramose. I just never drew a Ketramose, which obviously would have been great. Okay. Okay. Cool. I want to make sure I have something to destroy monuments, so I think Exercise and Terra Sunder is the way to go. I feel like there wasn't any creatures, so Fatal Push is probably dead. We also never drew our Prismatic Endings, which is unfortunate. I don't want the Fulminators either, so maybe we just board in the Thought Seizes. And then I guess I could board a 1 Purge. Just for a reason to exile Seismic Assault. And also tags Run in 6. I don't think I want Dismember then. I think this is fine. Yeah, the it's like Solitude plus a Fairmate Solitude is already great value, but just the synergy of the Ketramose is just also absurd. Which is why I just like didn't understand. Like people were like, I was like kind of brainstorming out loud, and people were just like, "Oh, in the black white deck, the flicker part is the worst part." I'm like, I don't think that's true, but I mean, but it wasn't really going anywhere anyway, just because I didn't really think there was a reason to splash green to begin with, so I didn't bother to really further argue that point. But I still firmly believe that I don't think that. I think the flicker part is probably arguably the best part of the deck because that part of the deck was already tier 1 before Ketramose was even released. Ketramose just made everything just like slotted in perfectly where you just now just drown your opponent in card advantage at that point. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? Sure. Can I find a Ketramose with this rumble? That's the real question. Okay. Also saw two play versus Ferg try deck in the game with 2 eyes on board. 2 eyes and a solitude play. I mean that. I mean, like all you need is an ephemerate or, one of those cards where you just drown your opponent in card advantage. Like ephemerate is a really fucked up Magic card, which probably goes without saying. But how about a Ketramose off the top? That is not a Ketramose. I think I will take the land though, because I would like a third land. If they don't cast anything, I gotta remember to activate Relic myself. So when I do find a Ketramose, I want to make sure, if some reason I never crack this Relic, that I can just have 7 cards in exile naturally. Is this a run and 6? This is a rumble itself. Well, I'm gonna make this play where they just have 0 option. Okay, they have the Seismic Assault. They chose Seismic Assault. So they have Seismic Assault in hand. I didn't activate Relic, like I said. Oh, and I did. I did say I was going to activate Relic. So I can get a land, play Cauldron, Cauldron plus target the spawn, make mana. Doesn't do anything. So I guess I can rumble first. So if I do Cauldron first, that and put the counter on my spawn. So exile the halfling, put a counter on my spawn. That lets me keep a spawn in play to make mana to rumble. If I rumble, I still can't cast Ketramose anyway. Oh, I can't. No, yeah, I can't cast Ketramose unless I proactively discard the spawn or sacrifice the spawn. So I guess I'll just go for the safer play. The deck style has a rough time versus Temur still, but I do think it'll be done after the ban of Breach, and that ban is coming. I don't know about that. I feel like the popularity of Breach has definitely gone down, and they're just gonna use that as an excuse to not really touch anything. I honestly would venture a guess that no action is taken. So rumble here. Emperor of Bones. What deck are you referring to, by the way, Fairy? Talking about black white, or are you talking about your Seismic Assault deck? Net to self, activate relic at EOT. Okay. Oh, I think black white's already pretty dominant in my opinion. Oh, I didn't activate relic. God damn it. Bogart Trawler. Make a mana there. Make an Emperor of Bones. Oh, I should have exiled the Seismic Assault first. What am I doing? I am so stupid. I am just mis-sequencing very bad. Now if they have any land, my Emperor just dies to a Seismic Assault. Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. More Cauldrons. I think I want to play this Trawler as a dude. So I'll pass. How's it going, Taylor Pratt? That was just really stupid of me. Really bad play. Okay. We have the exercise. Still can't find a Ketramose. Very, very helpful. Exercise that. Fair, you got a room for the home team here, buddy. You're rooting for the wrong side here. You're rooting for the wrong team. Fortunately, Emperor doesn't have anything going on. Rumble. I am the Ketro monster. Oh, man. Changes monument to endurance. They have a monument in hand. Okay, so I can make this into a 3/3, assuming they don't have a lightning bolt. I should have an Emperor in play. But if I didn't mis-sequence myself. Another Rumble. Pyroclasm. So they chose Seismic Assault. So they have all those. Here's all that. Hopefully they don't have any responses. That's the thing about this deck, though. Just the amount of pressure it applies just so anemic. It's turn 5 and I still haven't attacked. I haven't attacked all game. That's a whole match I haven't attacked at all. Shit. Is this a Besiju? It's a Dismember. Okay. Okay, well, we couldn't play around that anyway. Man, we just cannot... Maybe that's why you need to play 4 Ketramose, because like a Ketramose would just absolutely change the dynamic of this game. I guess they have the Dismembers, but like we need to... Like we've rumbled twice so far this game and just couldn't find a Ketramose. Sure. I'm glad they played that first, because I think it is better for us to Prismatic Ending the Monument anyway. I will exile one of their fetch lands, though. So let's get a Shadowy Backstreet, get another White Source. Put that into the graveyard. They're gonna Besiju. Perfect. I want the land anyway. Because I want to get a Mortuary. So, yes. Ooh, Relic. I think I'll top it, and then I can just cycle it. Oops. I could cycle it next turn. So Prismatic Ending. This is a long match. How's it going, Hoist? And I'll aggressively cycle it just because I need something. So, like I need to draw Ketramose. Okay, sure. Well, I'm glad I have this relic here. But probably need help still. That is not what I needed. After big workout, big meal. Nice. That is the perfect type of day. Yeah, the Cauldron backup is nice, which is why I aggressively cycled, but They chose Arid Mesa, so they have Arid Mesa with the Seismic Assault rolled up. This Voidwalker just looks really bad at the face of a Seismic Assault. I think I just play out my hand, to be honest. Again, just we need Ketramose so bad. Where is Ketramose? We're halfway through the deck and found no Ketramoses. I'm letting them on top with the looting in the graveyard, but I kind of want to shut them off with Ren. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. $500 calorie? You're eating like nothing. You're eating literally nothing. Scared and Mesa. Okay. Okay. They're trying to kill my halfling here before I get done tap. Oh, okay. That makes sense because eating 500 calories in a day is just absurd. That's crazy. Okay, okay, okay. Say there's a chance. Saying there's a chance. Saying there's a chance. Think this is a spot where maybe I exile the looting proactively. That's the hard part, though, is when you start working out more, but then don't eat more, you get so much more hungrier. That's the hard part. Ketramose, please. I beg of you. 4 mana. Oh, this is a cycle card. The archer dude. Yep. Dude, we're gonna draw Ketramose right now, and I'm just gonna not be happy. Oh, man. Stopping ground and graveyard. Arid Mesa. Okay. At this point, I feel like I'm just gonna ignore the Ren. At this point. On second thought. Do I still want to? I get Grist minus and kill the Ren. I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm just gonna attack. Got 4. And like this pressures them activating their fetch lands. They're blocking with the spawn, I mean, which is a good sign, I guess. Time to Grist. I'm gonna mill over Ketramose again, aren't I? I would have liked the Purge. I would have really liked the Purge, actually. honestly, toned is a lot more better than getting swole or bulky, because bulk was just really hard to manage, I think. Okay, well, I guess the purge wouldn't have been able to answer the monument, so I'm not gonna. Oh my god. No, why? What is our best draw here? Our best draw for like 7 turns was Ketramose. Now I don't think Ketramose is our best draw anymore. It's Mesa that we knew about. Bring back Heath. Okay. Okay. We need a relic, I guess, to exile the looting, so they don't just recruit all this. Why? Why? It's just so slow. I needed you so long ago. Okay, well, I'm gonna attack you, and then I just hope that nothing happens too terribly. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Too late, dude. Too late. Okay. Okay. Am I dead? I guess if they have a... Oh, they have the looting plus Ren ping. See if they see it. I'm messaging them for you, Ferret. Aspiring Spike 5-0'd today. Oh, they just 5-0'd. I see. Okay, well, I guess you need to talk to Aspiring Spike, Ferret. Why can't I? What the fuck? Is an unreasonable card. Good game. I'm just not a good Ketramose gamer. Cannot find Ketramose consistently. Unfortunately, man, this doesn't have an untapped green source. Unfortunately, it has all the tap lands, but I think we'll just go with it. Do I want a third land? A fourth land, sorry. I don't think so. Put in the graveyard. That's pretty good. I mean, and that's not to say that maybe your version is correct either. I mean, it's a brew, right? So, I guess I'll just curve Emperor into Ketramose. So this is probably Breach, I would assume. So the Ketramose should be... The Ketramose plus Emperor should be pretty good, hopefully. So Rumble. Grinding Station. Okay. Well, I guess I just have to hold up Soul Cauldron. So Opal is light, but Amber is not. Looking for a breach, probably. Choose Emery. Wow, they found a lot of haymakers. Okay. 100% on your side this match. I'm glad I have your support now. I'm glad I have your support now. Take the Opal. We hope that they just don't have breach. Okay, well. Time to get our engine going. Combat. Exile Amber. Okay. Maybe I should have surveilled first. I guess I wanted the Voidwalker anyway, so that kind of worked out luckily in my favor. Floating mana is scary. Get a Haywire Might, okay? So they can activate Emery response. So that's unfortunate, but I'll make him do this. And then, oh, they're letting me, oh. Put on the Ketramose, I guess. Okay, so am I dead? That's the real question. Oh, that's true. That's true. You're not wrong. That is not wrong. Breach deck feels unbeatable. Yeah, I can see why people would feel that way. You just kind of sometimes just stumble into the combo. It's funny how we have so much graveyard hate, and it just does not matter. We had the Soul Cauldron plus Emperor, and it just unfortunately did not matter. And what's more fortunate, we had the Emperor and Ketramose curve, and it still didn't matter either. And this is where it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I would want Get the Thoracle. Like, I would want the Thoughtseizes. I feel like this type of deck is just so naked. The Purges can exile Breach, per se. I don't like these 2 Manic Fulminators, man. They're just not great. That's not where it's at, I don't think. I'm not a fan of the Prismatic Ending because they're all sorcery speed. So, like, if I want to answer something with Prismatic Ending, like, Prismatic Ending doesn't line up well in this matchup just because, like, the only card that you really want to answer is specifically Tamiyo. Other than that, it's like, you can't exile Emery efficiently. You can't tag Breach. So, like, I actually really dislike Prismatic Ending in this matchup. So I might just board out. I might board in the 2 Purges. And then just keep in whatever Prismatic Endings I left just to make it 60 cards, which is just 1. And hopefully I just have, like, it lines up well against, like, a Tamiyo. Like, I draw, if I have a Prismatic Ending, they have a Tamiyo, and hopefully it lines up well. If not, it just doesn't really line up great. I can see pending a Mox, but I just don't think that's worth our resources. Unfortunately. No Emery turn 1, luckily. I'll top the Relic. I will definitely top the Relic. Just like a Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce. Spell Snare, okay. Not the worst. Because I can just go Rumble plus Relic turn 2. Never mind. Uh-oh. Am I dead? Huh. Do they play Spell Pierce? Oops. Let's Rumble. Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. Spell Pierce. Got a Gaulish Shrine. So I will pay. I am a little naked though. You can head out. Appreciate it, Ferret. Appreciate you hanging out. So this Tambio is kind of threatening, so I might have to just crack this relic and attack, unfortunately. Three mana. You draw two. Okay. Okay. That's fine. It's my land. Okay. Just gonna F6 at this point. That kills indestructible. I feel like there is one. Okay, cool. Emperor Bones. So I'll attack the Tamio just to make sure they can't ultimate. I could also just like halfling plus Grist, but I kind of want to go Voidwalker plus Soul Cauldron. I get to draw a card. That's hilarious. Okay. It's fine. And Emery. Okay. I'm gonna exile the Thoracle, so that way that they lose their win condition, and then it also grows my Ketramose. That's a good draw because now I can trigger Revolt. So let me play that land first. I could also Grist and then yeah, I would expect like to kill indestructible would be a pretty expensive spell. So let's relic. Cool. Game 3. We just need to draw a Ketramose, apparently, and we'll be okay. Ketramose is so fucked up. So fucked up. Turn 1 Relic, turn 2 Voidwalker. Turn 3 Grist. Oh, I got the bauble. I don't know if that's correct by that. I guess I really like the card on top. I think I'll rumble here. I don't want to just play Voidwalker and they just like heat it. Excellent. We are live with our Ketramose. Does that mean that their hand is weak? They literally just went turn 1 nothing, turn 2 get a surveil land. Spell Pierce in the graveyard. Good thing Spell Pierce my relic. Nature's Claim. So I guess I'll go Voidwalker. Play a Shadowy Backstreet. They're hard representing red mana here. Maybe we'll just get Ketramose and then just go double Voidwalker next turn. Because Ketramose can attack. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. That's scary. I think I'm okay with... I think I need to get this Jace off the battlefield, right? Just kill Ketramose, reading the flavor text on Shadow Spear. I've definitely killed a Ketramose thanks to his Shadow Spear. That has happened for sure. I was thinking like maybe I could get Voidwalker into play, but oh no. I definitely need a... that doesn't work. um, because it doesn't come into play with any loyalty, because it just becomes a copy of it. Just a FYI opponent. Well, I guess I'll go double Voidwalker. I guess I'll scry first, or surveil first. Put that graveyard. Oh, I should have milled first. Sequencing has been really poor this league. Alright, we're on the board! We're on the board. Ketramose is so fucked up though, but we're on the board. Play the game of Magic, and eventually it'll just get turned on, and... You also better do a special stream with Baby, Siege Rhino, Debris Beetle, and Siege Rhino when Baby comes out. I don't care if it's good. You can definitely expect that. The only thing is I don't think it'll be very good. I hope there's a lot of good tools that come out of the set, and hopefully there's a lot of cool tools that I can play that I want to play. Like, they better come out with good tools. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be very sad if they go back to cons and they just don't make any good Abzan cards. Hey, we milled the Grist. Oh, that's hilarious. How about a Rumble? I guess we're against Black White. Hopefully we hit a Cauldron is what I meant to say. But yeah, I'm planning to make like a... I don't know if I want to add Green Sun Zenith, but I can see Green Sun Zenith being pretty good. Just to tutor more Siege Rhinos. So it's like the all 8 Rhinos. Dothy Voidwalker. That's lame. I guess I'll attack with these 2 insects first. Then I can sack and see what happens. I may miss out on a point of damage, but I'll also miss out on a point of damage if I just not do this first. Destroy you. There it is. Combo. Oh, baby. All the insectiles. All the insectiles. I could have gotten a Ketramose too, but like having an Agatha Soul Cauldron plus a Grist already in play, like this is just exactly what I want. Greed is pulling weight. This is what I was asking. Like, you know, can the Abzan Ketramose shell, can the green pull weight? And Rumble plus Grist has been pretty good this game. Turn 1 Halfling, turn 2 Grist, mill over Grist. Oh, they're playing the new Black-White Purge land. The arts on this land, on these cards, are pretty cool. Okay. That's fine. Let's rumble. Emperor of Bones. So I'll make a dude. Make a dude. Exile a halfling. Put it on the spawn. Make a dude. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm gonna save the surveil land, I guess. So then I will get an emperor going. I'll exile. I'll leave the creature in the graveyard, I think. No, I think it's okay. I'll rather get that. I'll attack. Actually, I'll leave that one behind. Because it's going to be able to make insects. So I think I'm okay with that. So I'll go to surveil land later. This is pretty fucked up. This is pretty fucked up. Abzan 3 drops, baby. Oh no, you're gonna... Oh, Necro. Okay. I was like, is this a Wrath? Because that'll be bad. How many cards are you gonna draw? That's the real question. Draws 12 cards. Okay, how many soul spikes did you draw? Cool. When you get like the Grist Cauldron engine going, it feels so good. So tear, double purge, Thoughtseize. I like keeping decay. I want all the instant speed removal for Necro. So again, I think Prismatic Ending is a card that I don't think I would want. But then again, I think this is the list that plays Ketromose. So if they play Ketromose, I think I board out the pushes first. So then we have Relics, Halfling, Thoughtseize, Purge, Emperor, Dauthi Voidwalker, Rumble, Tear, Decay. I want the Dismember. So I guess I can just board out one pending. Keep 3. So we essentially have 4 answers for Ketromose here. Oh, I don't want the Fulminator Mages, though. Exercises technically answer Ketromose too. I guess I'll keep board out 1 and then keep all the Prismatic Endings, I guess. I mean, I think the curve will have like Felia too. So it'll be like Felia, the Rhinos, Ephemerate, and then probably some Solitudes for removal too. And then probably some Thoughtseizes, of course. The deck kind of builds itself depending on how many like cards that we can get out of this set. But at minimum, just going like 4 Siege Rhino, 4 of the smaller Rhino, Ephemerate, Solitude, Felia. I think that in itself is pretty good. Didn't really see much. I guess I could just keep the last pending, I guess. This hand is a little risky just because we have 1 land and if our halfling dies, we still need to draw another land for the Grist. This hand isn't that much better, but... I think I'll go like that. My dog is licking my hand as I'm trying to pick a card to put to the bottom. Swamp into the graveyard. Okay, we drew the Fulminator, card that I was contemplating siding out. We'll take out the Ketramose. That's an easy one. Okay, well, we need some help here off the top. We do have 2 Surveillance, so that is nice. They have quite a bit of removal. We drew a Dismember. Notably, their hand does not answer Ketramose at all, so that is a good sign for us. So if we can draw our own Ketramose, we are in business. Yeah, they topped, which is scary. They're gonna do that. So they have 2 cards that we don't know about. This pest control is kind of whatever. They're really scared of of our Grist Cauldron plan, huh? I'm gonna put the Hive Playing in the graveyard. We don't need it anymore. Celestial Purge. It's not a bad draw, I guess. Maybe I should have got the played the fetch land to fix our lands again, but what is this? Shieldred. Okay, this is interesting because I'm assuming this is a card they kept on top. So this is a matter of like, do I? Oh, I just dismember it actually. What am I saying? I forgot that Purge can also just answer Ketramose. So this is strictly better to just use Dismember on this, because then the Purge can also tag a Necro Dominance too. It's off the Voidwalker. Guess I'll just do that. I want to hold up Celestial Purge for a Necro Dominance, so I'm just going to do that. I don't think it's worth tapping out Fulminator Mage. They just slam a Necro Dominance and then like they just take over the game, so that's what's going to suck. So this is another one. Okay, this is fine. I'll just Surveil here. I don't have any Fatal Pushes, and then I can just upkeep Celestial Purge it. God, this is the second time I bought him a halfling. That's unfortunate. I wanted to do it in response to that, but that's fine. Thoughtseize. Hand is Pest Control, Unknown. Fulminator just being a flat-out creature is kind of nice. So they kind of need to... I was going to say they kind of need to take the Fulminator Mage, but I guess not. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Need a Ketramose as soon as possible, please. Okay. I'm gonna exile their Ketramose, I guess. I'm assuming they don't have Talk Nemo or anything. That's just to up my clock, to be honest. There's halflings and voidwalkers in my graveyard, but okay. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. So did they draw their own dismember or anything like that? I will exile Shieldred. Oh. Okay. That is fine. Guess I'll still attack for 4. They still have pest control in their hand, which is kind of dead. I'm going to activate Soul Cauldron on. Okay, so they have 2 cards we don't know about. They gave up on the pest control plan. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna draw Malevolent Rubble into a Grist. I'm gonna leave the Grist. Okay. I'm gonna mill a Grist. I did not mill a Grist. But how funny would that have been? How funny would that have been? I'm going to exile Halfling. So that way, if they do draw Necro Dominance, there isn't much that they can, they don't have much life to play with. They just draw 2. And with that, fetch this Voidwalker lethal now. Let's go, baby! Oh, there's no Temple Garden, huh? There's no Temple Garden. It's pretty bad. How's it going, Abby? Is this a superior Abzan shell? I don't know. You know, with a whole set dedicated to shards, there could be a lot that could happen, to be honest. God, we need a Temple Garden in this deck. It's kind of bad because you have the Dothy Voidwalker, so I understand, but like in spots like this where you have basic swamp plus fetch land and you just can't get your prismatic ending online is kind of bad. So I think I'm just gonna have to copy them and go for my own Delighted Halfling. I don't think it's worth dismembering. I just hope that I can get I can just get a fetch land with okay, interesting. So I guess we're against Yawg. So they're tanking between Cauldron or Ballista. They chose Walk and Ballista. Okay. Oh, they don't have another land. To quote my favorite metal band, there is blood in the water. I don't know if I want to activate this relic right now. Don't think there's technically a need yet. There's wet in the water? I don't know what song you're referring to. I'm currently testing Abzan Ketromose and it just feels weird. There was a list I saw on Twitter that someone 5-0'd with, where they had like an Offenza with Emperor, which is cool synergy. I just don't know how good that is. It seems kind of all over the place because there's like a lot of 1-0s in the list, and I understand there's Green Zenith, but like it seemed very inconsistent to say the least. I do think Kedra should run pending. I think so too. If you're not running Solitude, at least, I agree. Well, I'm pending the wrong card, I guess. Ketramose. Well. Well then. Don't mind if I do. I like the idea of a bright glass list too. I just there's just so much going on, and I don't know how much bright glass. I guess bright glass could synergize with Ketramose because you go bright glass and then you can tutor up a relic or Tomat's Crypt. But I feel like a bright glass list, you also kind of want to play like Mox Opals and be more like artifact heavy. Um, just so you can like play a Mox and then you can play your 1-drop. But okay. Dothy Voidwalker. That's a good one. I can grist and kill their own grist. That's fantastic. Grist. I could also Voidwalker. I could do both. I'm leaving my grist exposed a little bit, but I think it's best to leave the take the Grist out, and then my Voidwalker can kind of start. Oh, I should have played the Dothy Voidwalker first. God damn it. I am like missequencing so bad this league. I am missequencing so terribly. Ugh, because now it turns on their Cauldron. Oh man, that's so bad. So bad. I should cut like 3 of my 4 Green Sun Zeniths. I have too many. Yeah, I think Green Sun Zeniths just puts you in a trap where like, you just have like the toolbox idea is nice, but it's just you're essentially like taxing yourself 1 mana to get a silver bullet, which may not be worth it in this format, especially since there's not that many good Green Sun Zenith targets. Like Grist is great, but there's no like Thalia. There's no like, I think the best tutor target you have is like Collector Oof for that specific silver bullet, but there isn't much. At least in my experience, we're trying to build it. So it's like, it's okay. Like, it's not bad. I think the best is like you can Dryad Arbor, which is good, but that's fine. I should have drawn a card off of my wrist though, but put myself in a pretty bad situation, unfortunately. Yeah. But I felt like I needed to answer that Grist because I want to play my Voidwalker. In theory, I should have had 1 more card in my hand. I guess it's also awkward now because now I can't attack with this Ketramose either. So I think that was probably bad all around. Maybe I should have sacrificed my Halfling. Maybe that's the play I should have made. I should have sacrificed the Halfling and then held up the Relic activation. Fulminator Mage. I think I'll get a Voidwalker. I'll attack with Voidwalker. Have this member up. So they could Yawg here. The thing about Keen-Eyed Curator too is like the Keen-Eyed is nice in theory, but it just taxes your mana so bad. And it synergizes with Ketramose, I understand, but we knew about the Ballista, right? That's the card they put back in their hand. Oh my. Oh my. to attack. Hitting the Grist is so mean. It is. It indeed is. Double Voidwalker is also just insane. I feel like Ketro needs a tutorable exile thingy though. I mean, that's where I think Rumble fits in. And I think also like the black white deck, you just need to fill with a lot more exile effects naturally. So like your deck just naturally builds around Ketramose. Like I feel like the black white deck is like perfect because it's like you already run Flicker Wisp, Felia, Solitude, Ephemerate. Like you already run these things. So if you're trying to like build another deck, I don't think you necessarily need to have tutors. But you do need to have, if you're not going to have tutors, you need to have ways to find it, like Malevolent Rumble, or just have sufficient numbers. So it's just sheer quantity. So then that we just draw them and hope that they aren't just dead. I'm saying this is Yawgmoth. I'm going to dismember this Walking Ballista. They're targeting my Voidwalker. Okay. And then once they do that, I'll target Grist. Put a counter on Enduranceing themselves. Okay. Okay. It's fine. So they could, in theory, sack these two to destroy my Voidwalker. So now I can attack with this Ketramose. Let you cast creature with any mana as well. Note you may spend mana as though it were any mana activate abilities creatures you control. That is fine. I needed something there. So I can Soul Cauldron. I actually need to wait on my Soul Cauldron. They need to double block. How do I order blockers here? It doesn't matter. I can't order blockers. Oh, I guess this is damage. They changed the rules, right? And then never mind. I'll do that. Target that. So kills your Yawgmoth. Void Walker. Okay. Felt like that game was really close. Luckily, Ketramose is a fucked up magic card. There's so much graveyard in the main deck that it's like, I guess you just don't need any graveyard hate in the sideboard, I guess. What's bad? Oh, the Fulminators. Dude, I keep boarding out the Fulminators, man. They're just not great. I'm sorry. I like the Purges. I also don't mind the Thought Seizes. But I don't know what else I would want. I could see that. There's already 4, 8, 12 green cards. If there is a lot of mill, there's also just like you can just play a 1 of Emrakul if you really are targeting mill. Because like you already have a lot of graveyard hate. 3 relics, 3 X Soul Cauldron, 3 Emperor, 3 Dothy, Void Walker. Pretty good. I can see Thoughtseize coming in. I can see Toxic Deluge coming in. Oh man, if this had a Delighted Halfling in the hand, this would be pretty good. I think I gotta keep this hand, I think. There's no Enabler, there's no Graveyard Hate. I think I'm gonna mulligan actually. This hand doesn't like want to go do anything. This hand's a lot better. Actually, this hand is like night and day from the last game. The last hand, they like go turn 1, halfling. Oh, they're getting a Dryad Arbor. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to push this one. This is also like twofold. Like they might not have mana to turn on the black side of this Verge. Never mind. My Casier de Knock. What is that? I don't know what that card is. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's a card. I was like, is this a doctor's appointment? Oh, Emperor of Bones. Oh, man. I was like, are you going to the doctor? I was like, hopefully everything's okay. That is pretty good. Okay, well. That's a lot of blooming marshes we're milling. I guess I'm gonna get a Heath just so I can get a Surveil Land. If I play a Grist, then I'll just Prismatic Ending it, I guess. Halfling. Okay. That's fine. Ketramose. I think I want to Ketramose and then Prismatic ending the Halfling. Just to try to draw cards. I don't think it's greedy at all. I don't think it's greedy at all. Abby Salarcon, thank you for the follow and chatting. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content. Because like I would like to draw into like a relic or a soul cauldron. That'd be best case scenario. Case in point. Because I don't mind attacking with this either. As it was the very first deck ever. Likewise with me. Back in Theros. With Dewbake Giant, right? I would assume. So I'm assuming this is Yawgmoth. Okay. Another relic. I tried a land drop here. Perfect. That's actually really good because now I can just hold. I can crack this, fatal push it, and then not have to. Oh, I do want to attack though. So I guess. I want to hold priority to exile the Yawgmoth. So we'll draw. They may shrink this and then draw 2. Level Rumble. Attack for 2. Gain 9 life. Oh, go back up to 9 life. Sorry, not gain 9 life. I had Lotus Bloom in it for triggering Constellation. That's pretty sick. They're just passing. I'm going to get a Mortuary. Put that graveyard. Attack for 2. I will Rumble. Another Ketramose. That's funny. I guess I'll get the Surveil land. Surveil. Ooh. I'll top that. Let's draw a card, shall we? Shall we? Shall we draw a card? What are you targeting? Target me. Do you have another Bowmasters? Four, three, two. So we go to 1. Precarious position. Do they have another Bowmasters? That's the real question. Yeah, maybe drawing a card was a little greedy, especially to just pass the turn. This is just matchup inexperience. This is just matchup inexperience. That's on me. That's me just having fun. You can't blame me for wanting to draw cards and have fun, okay? So anyways, I started catching. And then all of a sudden I was not at a high enough life total to survive and win the game. Details though, don't worry about it. Details. Details. What is our turn 1 play? So Thoughtseize would be pretty disgusting. Yawgmoth is insignificant. Yawgmoth is insignificant. Who cares about a Yawgmoth? This could be a Rumble. Wall of Roots. Okay. I kind of want to just prismatic ending this Wall of Roots. Cuts him off the mana. Try to get a land drop in here, which we do. Excellent. Soul Cauldron. So I will plan to get a Surveillant, I think. Dredger's Insight. That's actually perfect. Because then I can get enough cards to exile. Flip 84. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. They choose Forest. Get a Forest. Now they can't really attack. Or they can, but they will. I think I just take this too. I can crack back. Yeah. I think I want the Surveil land. I think one green is fine, so I'll get a back straight. Of note, they don't have Bowmasters up anymore, so, you know, you learn. You learn. Live and you learn. Rumble. Crack this. So I can get Cauldron going. So I go Cauldron, push. So let's attack with this Ketramose first. I don't think I want to get the fetch land yet, so I'll just do this. Yeah, I'll go Cauldron. And then I can hold up either push or purge. Haywire might, sure. If their turn is just sacrifice Haywire Might and somebody Cauldron, I'll be very happy with that. Scroll my Ketramose. We have a backup Cauldron anyway. In a pretty good spot, I think. So we'll... Another Cauldron. Attack with Ketramose. Okay. I don't think I want to Rumble yet. What am I exactly looking for if I Rumble? Any more Yard Hate would be great, I guess. Another Cauldron. I guess a backup Ketramose wouldn't be a bad idea. Backup Cauldron wouldn't be the worst either. This is tough. Like, I don't think we want the Emperor Bones per se. There's another clock. I guess I'll get the Emperor. I've convinced myself. It's fine. So I can hold up. Ooh, do I have another Godless Shrine? Is there only one Godless Shrine? There's only one Godless Shrine. Yikes. Did I exile my Shadowy Backstreet? I did not. So I need to get a Shadowy Backstreet with this Windswept Heath. They attack for 2. I don't really care. Well, now I'm scared of Orcish Bowmasters, but I do have the push, so I guess I don't really care. So I think I'm just gonna make my Ketromose bigger. So I don't think I want to play my Emperor yet. Oh, I have the Backstreet in play. Sorry. That's not right. Relic is a great draw. So at this point, I'm just going to not play into a Bowmasters. They're very, very hard representing it. So maybe it was incorrect for me to get the Emperor. Maybe wanted just the backup Ketromose for security valve. Okay. So I'm expecting to go Bowmasters here. Put on the Halfling. Let's rumble. Excellent. Excellent. I will get a Voidwalker down. Pass. Endurance. Okay. That is fine. Right now we're just like mid-range aggro right now. I don't even want to spend a push on this endurance either. I'd probably also just save this fetch land for just to tag a Yawg. Okay. They get a land back, I guess. Okay. I do have to play a little faster. Use my right hand. Also good if not. Fetch shocking? Yep, fetch shocking. Their own Cauldron. Okay. So now we just have lethal. Right? Cool. We just have the lethals. I'd really appreciate that. If you're watching this live on Twitch, if you want to support the channel, you can also give me a follow. That would also go a long way. The first hand is a hand I've mulliganed earlier this league. I think it just doesn't do enough. I think it's fair to just mulligan this type of hands. Is this Affinity? Esper Sentinel, okay. Well, it's probably Hammer. Lego Kid, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to slam a Void Walker. I don't... I could just die here. Okay. 8 Hammer is portable hole. Tawanos, thank you for the... Oh, you subscribed to the YouTube. Really appreciate it. I guess plugging in the YouTube channel does work wonders. Tawanos, wherever you are in the chat, watching live, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna slam a Ketramose, and if they don't do anything here, I could just Prismatic gain this Sentinel, pay the 2, they don't draw a card, and I draw a card. Thoughtcast, okay. Double Thoughtcast, scary stuff. They played their land drop already. Shadow Sphere, okay. No fear. They could have Metallic Rebuke. That would suck. But I'm gonna try this. I guess I'll let them draw here, actually. And if they rebuke, I can dismember. Okay, well. Hello? Hello? Cancel. Dismember? 2 life, 2 life, black mana. Oh, it has Ward 1 again? Oh, I'm so stupid. I am sorry, chat. I am sorry. I am sorry. I have the Abrupt Decay too. What am I doing? I'm sorry, chat. This is how you just punt a game of Magic the Gathering. Just distracted. Sorry. I appreciate it. As I'm just playing this game horribly bad. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be winning this game. That's for sure. I tried. I am also on very little sleep, so I apologize in advance. But let's board in those guys. Let's board in the Exercise, which is some pretty good Uh, dude, I keep boarding these fulminators out. I don't think they're very good. I think we can board out the Voidwalkers. I don't think I want them in that deck. I just played that game so bad. I had their buff decay and I just didn't do it. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I think the rest of this is fine. I need one more cut. Yeah, because if I had decayed the Sentinel, and I just pay the one. I really wanted to draw the card, that's why. But I think I'm like the summary of this league right now of my inexperience of piloting this deck, as I'm so tunnel vision on trying to get the most value out of Ketramose, and that obviously is not correct. That is definitely not the way to go. Um, I think it's just so exciting to draw cards. You know, it's a really liberating feeling. Uh, it's definitely burned me against the Yawg match, and it definitely burned me here. But I just can't help it, you know. It's so hard to not just hit that low hanging fruit. But Lego Kid, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Every single sub goes a long way, you know. And hopefully you like the content too. Like this isn't something where I'm just trying to get it just to get it. It's like hopefully I'm providing some entertainment value for people who watch Magic content that may not necessarily be something that's typical, right? Like I like playing, these black green X type decks, which isn't necessarily tier 1 right now. I guess like black white is, but I guess that's your typical, but I think that's a little bit more overplayed, trying to play something that's a little bit more unique. I think I'm gonna trim a rumble. I think that sounds bad, but I kind of want to just trim anything that's not too. Maybe that's incorrect. Maybe that's actually like absolutely incorrect, but like if they just go turn 1 Sentinel here, that's pretty bad for me. They mill into 6. This hand's actually pretty decent, assuming they don't go turn 1 Sentinel. I'll get a Shadowy Backstreet. They don't go turn 1 Sentinel. Lucky us. Lucky us. Lucky us. Put in the graveyard. You can go in the graveyard. Oops. Shut down then step. This is where I'm also getting hungry. I need to... The lighted halfling. I'll get the land. Mostly because like I had this toxic deluge. I have 2 toxic deluges, so I think I'm okay with Emperor Bones. I think I'm gonna get this just Grist engine going online. It's a little slow, but I think I'm trying to Grist. Hopefully, try to get just feel my graveyard. Yeah, it seems like cutting Malevolent Rumble is not the way to go. I feel like it's just too critical in the deck. So I'm gonna add you back in. I don't know what to cut though. That's the problem. Just the halfling, I guess. Since we're boarding in deluges. Okay. Well, Hopefully they just go wide and we can Toxic Deluge them. Springleaf Drum. Okay. Do I want a prismatic ending any of these? Did I just do 61 cards? I'm sorry. Again, I am ready to go eat some food right now. I think I am ready to. I think I'm okay with prismatic ending a Mox Opal. Low key. And then I might not even just play this Emperor. I might just play this Surveil land, knowing that I have Toxic Deluge rolled up. That would be the hope. Okay. Absolutely punished. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold priority on this fetch. And then I'm going to, with this on the stack, I'm going to push this Emery. And the purpose of this is if they counter my push, then I'll just get a Overgrown Tomb and then I'll push the Emery again. If they just let this resolve, which is what happened, then I'll let it go and I'll get a Shadowy Backstreet. I think I'm gonna put this in the graveyard. Like, it's kind of a dead draw because just like they don't use their graveyard. How's it going, Paris? Okay. Saga it is. Ketramose. Well, that makes me feel a bit foolish about finding that relic, but here we are. To make Saga constructs doesn't really matter to me. Okay. Okay. I guess I can Mortuary first, see what's on top. Prismatic Ending is a good draw. Top it. I'll exile that. So we'll take a hit. But I think I'm okay with just Emperoring here and just drawing the card. Drawing my Prismatic Ending. They could make a token. They do make a token. Lava Spur Boots. Draw 2. Thought Monitor. Okay. I'll block. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So I can... Oh man, I really need that relic. So I could Deluge for 3. And then I can Prismatic Ending this Lava Spur Boots. Okay. 3 cards. In exile. We need 4 more. Uh-oh. Kappa Cannoneer. That's scary. What is happening? Okay, well I can't read what that card does. I know most of what that card does, but... So I need a relic. Rumble. It's not bad. Um, I should have done this first before I play my land. Well, we have exercise. So hopefully they don't have a rebuke. Okay, the odds on having a rebuke are pretty high. God damn it. I missed. That's going to be pretty bad for me. Oh, they hit the Cauldron. Okay. Emery. Tamio. Okay. Go to 7. I'm going to go to 6 because I get a basic swamp. And I'll attempt to push this Emery. We'll see how fast they F6 through this turn. Okay. Toxic Deluge. Ward 4. If they have a counterspell, colorless. Just trying to make sure I'm paying correctly. Use that. Oh man. Close game. Oh, Shadow Spear. Okay. Thought Monitor is a good one. Especially because it triggers Tamio. Okay. God damn. A Relic would be so good right now. I bin the Relic, unfortunately. Equipping Thought Monitor. Okay, well, I deluge here for 3. Pay the 1. Get a Soul Cauldron, and I'll pass. So now if they try to target something with Tamio, we can exile with Soul Cauldron. Take out their Spatch. So now my turn, I can exile something and okay. I could just play Emperor, hold up Cauldron. Okay. I'm gonna draw a card. Okay. They have 4 lands in play. Please just don't have anything. That's something. Okay. Alright. Not gonna do anything out there in step. I could Thought Monitor here. Or get a Thought Monitor. Oh, okay. We are in business, y'all. We are in business. Do I actually want that card? No, I don't think I do. So I'm going to attack the Tameo down. So this doesn't have ward or anything, right? So I will push this. Oh, but we're going to die, though. So I need a post-combat. Actually... No, it's 6 cards. There's gonna be 6 cards in exile. Oh, I didn't see the portable hole. Oh my god. That's so fucked up. That is such a moto fucked up thing to do. So, what do I want to exile? Guess I want to exile a Thought Monitor, right? So fucked. Now we're just gonna like take over the game here. The cool thing too is like Agatha Soul Cauldron plus Emperor Bones is pretty fucked too. Because I could just like bring this Thought Monitor back and constantly just draw 2 cards every turn. Let's go, baby. Oh man. How that wow. What a game, dude. That portable hole is so sly. We went down to 1 life. Exiled, attacked. Man. This deck's cool. This deck is cool. And I just love how like now we just have this game where I activate Agatha's Soul Cauldron, put a +1/+1 counter on the Emperor Bones at the end step, get a Thought Monitor, draw 2 cards, untap, attack with a Thought Monitor, exile the anything with Emperor Bones. I can just keep looping multiple Thought Monitors. So I definitely made a couple mistakes this league, but did it really matter? Went 4-1, which is awesome. So I think Ketromose is fucked up. Our loss. It was our first match of the league, which felt like ages ago. Yeah, it's a 2 hour and 45-minute league. Let me. That's a really good question. Let me look up what it is. I'm gonna go back to my VOD real quick. Oh, it was it was like a seismic assault brew, seismic assault monument brew, where we just couldn't apply pressure and we just never drew Ketromose. That's right. Again, if you want to support the channel, this video will be on YouTube. So if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube. It will be up there tonight. But the list, this deck is really fun. I really like the Grist Soul Cauldron interaction already. It's really fun to play with. And Ketromose just like adds another dynamic to that synergy there. The changes that I would make, like the cards that I really like, are the cards that you would probably expect. The Malevolent Rumble is really good. Ketromose is obviously insane. The Halflings have been pretty good, to be honest. Just being able to, we were able to like ramp out a Grist on turn 2, and then just went off against Yawgmoth, which is crazy. The Voidwalkers have felt pretty good. Everything about this deck has felt pretty decent. I think the only thing I would probably change is I would definitely, for sure, 1000% add a 4th Ketromose. I think there's plenty of times this league where it's just like, I just needed to draw Ketromose. I need a Ketromose. And the match that we lost against Seismic Assault, we like never saw a Ketromose. And if we had a Ketromose at all at any point in that game, I think we probably would have won just because we slam a 4/4 and then just gain the life back. And then just actually, and we had all the engines anyway. We had the Soul Cauldron and the Relic, so we just need to just have our Ketromose have at least some sort of way to like at least recoup some cards back and then kind of take over the game that way. But overall, this deck felt fantastic. Again, the changes I would make would add a 4th Ketromose. I'd probably cut both Fulminators. I really think Fulminators are probably like a sideboard card. I understand that you can kind of like stone raid a bunch of people out. But I still don't think that's like the main deck card, unless like I'm expecting a lot of Eldrazi, and maybe that's what this pilot was expecting. But it seems like Eldrazi is kind of on a down tick. And even then, I don't think 1 or 2 Fulminators is really going to fix that matchup. So I'd rather just have the Fulminators in the sideboard. So like the change that I might make, we can kind of like go into what I would propose, which isn't anything groundbreaking. I would low-key add the Thoughtseizes in the main. I just want Thoughtseize. That's just kind of my personal preference. Would at least move the Fulminators in the sideboard. I would cut a Prismatic Ending, and then I would add a 4th Ketromose. Because I think you really, really, really want the Ketromose. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, because I'm asking if I have 5. Because I don't think the 3 Prismatic Endings are quote-unquote necessary. At least not 4. I would actually prefer like a 3rd Thoughtseize. So I would try to find room for a 3rd Thoughtseize like this. Maybe I split like Halfling and Thoughtseize. Something like this. Something to think about, but overall, again, like I said, this deck is a lot of fun. I'm really happy with how this deck played and how this deck felt. I think the only gripe is like I feel like the clock is quite slow, but I think the clock is made up with just how crazy Ketromose is. So if you like this deck, if you have any feedback watching this on YouTube, please leave a comment. If you want more of this Abzan version of Ketromose, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want more of. Hope to catch everyone next time. Take care.